Hello my yarny friends, welcome back to Beeez Loves Hooks and Yarns. I'm sorry it has been a while since my last video. I think it's almost 2 weeks probably, if not even a bit longer. But yeah, I always try to find some time when my hair is not wet, when I'm coming from a run and had a shower. But yeah, it just never happens. Somehow I never have time when that's actually the case, and yeah, well, I guess here I am with white hair again. So yeah, where do I start? So much has happened and I don't even know where to start. I try to keep it short, and if I forget something, maybe it'll be in my next video. So yeah, the biggest thing was the Manitoba Fibre Festival. That was on September, hang on, I got it here, September 13 and September 14. That was in Winnipeg, and I only went on the Friday, the September. I didn't want to stay overnight. It's a 2.5 hour drive for me, so I figured each way, so I figured I'd just go one day and come back after 9 p.m. drive home, so it's roughly midnight by the time I get here. Yeah, it was really fun. It was very, very good. I had a great time, and I didn't go there for 5 p.m. I went for 2 because I had actually 2 classes that day. One was natural dyeing with Tamara Klassen, and the other one was a little later on with Sarah Shearer, and it was called Choosing Colors. Well, I wanted to make the most of the day, so an hour shopping in between the 2 classes and another hour after the last class was all I had. Well, I didn't want to spend all that much anyways, but we all know how expensive hand-dyed yarns are, so yeah. The first class was the natural dyeing with Tamara Klassen, and the first thing she gave to us was a little notebook for us to take notes in, and she made the cover herself. Oops, she dyed it, and we were able to take notes in that from the class. Well, no, I almost fell over with my bench here. So anyways, I really like how this looks like. Isn't that awesome how she did it? Really super cute. I really like this. This is definitely a keeper, and yeah, the instructions are probably gonna come in handy at some point. So yeah, and then there was a little note card where the mordanting process is described for wool and silk and for cotton and linen, and then that's her card for her shop, Tamara Klassen. She dyes I think it's stitching yarn, like tiny little hanks for hand stitching, which was I saw her shop there, and it was really super cute. It was very nicely done up and looked very tempting, but no, I don't need any I don't need any stitching yarn. So this is what we actually dyed. Sorry, the paper is a little crinkly. That's because the yarn was still a little wet from washing it out, and yeah, from the dyeing process when I put it on the card. So we actually, you can see the first 2 look very close in this one, and then there's a nice orange, and well, this looks very similar on the, you can hold it a little bit, yeah, now you can see the differences. So yeah, that's marigold and iron, dyer's coreopsis, then madder and iron, and fresh leaf indigo. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, the only thing I thought was a little sad, I mean, it was a 2-hour workshop as it was, but all the pre-work, like the mordanting and other things, were already done. So it's not like we got to do the whole process and dipped our fingers in that. No, we actually just really did the dyeing of the wool, which it would have been nice to actually get a feel for the whole process, but yeah, that would have definitely been more than the Manitoba Fibre Festival allowed for. I think that would be a whole, maybe a weekend class or something like that. But anyways, it was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend doing something like this. It was it was just great. So and then the other class I took was from Sarah Shearer. No, I have lost my paperwork. No idea where I put that. And it was about choosing colors for your craft project, which way to go, which colors to choose. And she uses one of the things she uses is that you use your phone to in picture mode and take a look through the lens at the colors that you have, and then you switch it to grayscale, and from there you decide, do the colors vary, or does it all look the same, and you go from there. Plus, get to know yourself, what kind of a person you are, what you want to represent in that project that you're making, and what you're actually going for, so that you are not in the whole wrong color scale, which is right. Sometimes we just see this project and want to do it because it looks great, and then we realize we're never going to wear it or use it because it doesn't even go with how we feel or what we want to represent. Yeah, so that was very interesting too, and I found out that she's actually here from Brandon, which was awesome. So I hope to get her one time, or at least one time, or maybe started on the knitting meeting that I just started attending too. So I just got the next dates for the upcoming meets and greets, and I'm gonna send her a note and ask her if she maybe has time to show up too. Yeah, so what else do I have? Oh yeah, I have a finished object, which I'm wearing right now. It's the fabulous Dakota scarf or cowl. I'm gonna put a link to that in the description. It's by Kathy Lashley, and I used the Red Heart's Unforgettable Dragonfly with it. I really like how it came out. So I'm probably in the winter time gonna wear it double around my neck to make it a little more cuddly and warm. But yeah, I do like the colors. It's quite nice. I think it's pretty much the perfect yarn with the good. I think it was actually designed for the Red Heart Unforgettable. So yeah, I'm happy how it turned out. A nice, relatively quick crochet project, which I think I finished in roughly 2-3 days. We probably could do it a lot quicker than that, but yeah, that's how long it took me. Yeah, and then, oh, what did I get at the Fibre Festival? I bought from the same vendor I bought at the Brandon Fibre Festival from. I don't know if you remember, the Cloud9 Fiberworks. I really love her dye jobs. This is a warm, not quite as bright red as it seems in the camera, but it has a lot of sparkles. Can you see that? It's a sparkly yarn. Yeah, I think you can see it there a little bit. And it's called Pyrocumulus Fingering Empress. I guess Empress means that it has the sparkles in this, and she always calls her dyes some cumulus or something like that. So this is Pyrocumulus, and the fingering weight 400 meters per 100 grams. It's a superwash merino and nylon, and a little bit of stellina, which is the glitter. Yeah, and I already made another cowl with it. It's, I don't know if you would call it a cowl or more like a neck warmer, but I can't show you, it's blocking right now. So that'll be on next time. This is the leftover. That's, I don't know, maybe half. I have to weigh it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Maybe I have to start knitting socks now too. Just to use up all the leftovers. And then I bought this Blossom and Fern, which is it's called Fern Sock, Onyx Helleborus. Onyx Helleborus is the color, and it's an 80/20 superwash merino wool with nylon. It's a 3-ply. 425 yards, 389 meters, and 115 grams. So yeah, this is a gray. It's a lighter, nice gray. They had actually a few more of these, and I wish I would have bought them to maybe make a sweater with it. Like 3 of them should have probably been enough, but yeah, I only bought one. but then it's always so hard to decide when you see the prices, right? So yeah, I really like this. I have to find out what I'm going to do with this. Maybe another cowl, but I don't want to have too many cowls. We'll see. I'll find something. So yeah, and oh, here's actually the swatch for the Pyrocumulus Empress, the one I made a cowl with. So yeah, that was my test swatch. And then I started another scarf or shawl. It's not going to be really wide, it's more like a scarf. This is cute little start on it, and I'm using a mandala, and the colorway, yeah, here we go, it's called Chimera. Yeah, so I started on the outside because I wasn't sure about the blue in the center. See that? Yeah, I'm not sure if I want the blue in my scarf. Depending how much yarn I use, I may end up having to use it. But yeah, anyways, I started on the outside with the greens, and now I'm slowly moving over to the mustard color. And I pulled this out of the middle to see what needle to use. I'm using a 4mm hook now. But yeah, if I have to use it, I still can use it. Still there, right? So we'll see. I don't really want to use the blue, but whatever I have to do, I will do. So yeah, that's my current project. And then after I finished my neck warmer cowl, I started on the swatches for my sweater that I would like to knit in the browns. I think I showed you the yarn already the last time. This is what I wanted to use with this together. This was the 100% alpaca, and this is the 5% cashmere and 95% wool. Well, none of my swatches so far matches the gauge, so I haven't been really successful. Actually, yeah, I haven't washed it yet, but the top one would match it, but I think it's too thin. You look through too much. I'm not sure how it reacts once I wash it, but we'll see. This is too thick. This is actually 2 strands of the wool of the cashmere and wool mixture, and 1 of the titicaca. And this one is 1 of each with a 4mm needle. This was a 5mm needle, and this was a 5mm as well. That's the 1 strand of, no, that's the 2 strands of the noble, the cashmere and wool. That's 2 strands of that, and the titicaca, which is the alpaca, and this is 1 of each. Yeah. Anyways, none of them so far makes the gauge. So I tried another one, which is on a 4mm needle and 2 strands of the noble, and that seems to almost make it. It might be a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna finish this swatch up and then bind it off and then wash them all together and see what comes out of it. If that's not gonna make it, then I may have to buy some new yarn. Well, I know yarn buying is always fun, but I don't want to wait another 2 weeks till my yarn order comes in to finally start my sweater. I'm really eager to start it now. What am I going to do 2 weeks without getting started? I'm going to go on nuts. Yeah, so anyways, gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, and here I didn't show you my little stitch markers that I got at the Fibre Festival. Oh my gosh, it starts raining. See, that's gonna help ending the thing. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little stitch markers. Oh, you can't see them properly. I have to hold them a little further back. So I think they're really cute. They're handmade, of course, right? So but they are knitting stitch markers, no crochet stitch markers, since they have the closed ring. But yeah, I figured I need a few more stitch markers if I want to make a sweater, so yeah, it would come in handy. Hope I don't have to wait too long. Yeah, oh, the instructions actually for my new scarf project that I'm working on, I had in my Ravelry favorites for a long time already. And now I had my yarn together that I wanted to use, and I had my needle, and went to purchase and print the pattern. And guess what? It's in French. Well, my French is like 25 years, 25? That makes that 30 years ago. Plus it was never crochet terminology, so yeah, but thanks to Pinterest and the internet in general, I translated what I needed to know and figured out the rest. So I am able to make the pattern. I was a little skeptical at first, but yeah, it works out. So now it's pretty much self-describing how to do it. Once you get into the rhythm of things, it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, first it took me a little bit to figure it out. So yeah, I'm gonna add the links to the cocktail, which is the scarf, and to my cowl in the video notes. And then I think, yeah, I'll be back sooner this time, promise. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and thank you to all my new subscribers and to all my old ones as well. Thanks so much, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.